All right, everybody, welcome once again to my little broadcast here on YouTube and live on Blog TV. Monica at home, and I am your lovely little chocolate tree of the evening today, wrapped up in green, broadcasting from my apartment here in lovely Los Angeles. Now, for those of you who are just catching the broadcast for the first time, Monica at Home is a little show I like to do about adult industry news, gossip, events, happenings. I like to talk about porn stars, but I also like to talk about myself and you guys too. Pretty much anything that's on your mind we can talk about, but I tend to specialize in my views on dating and relationships. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing I want to do is send a very sincere thank you out to xbiz.com, because over the weekend they ran my press release, and it was actually their top news story on Saturday, either Saturday or Sunday. I think it was Saturday, for my book, my new book, which is of course available on Amazon.com, Getting Into Porn, the Handbook, by me, Monica Foster. And if you're somebody who's just curious about getting into the adult entertainment industry, if you're really considering becoming a adult industry talent as a career, you need this book. It will keep you from making a lot of the mistakes that I made. It'll prepare you, and it could possibly save your life. Am I being overly dramatic by saying that? Not at all, not at all. So everybody, check out my book. It's on Amazon.com, only $16. You can also download it to your Kindle or your iPad if you have such a device. And let's see what else is going on in the world of adult entertainment. So let's go ahead and start with xbiz.com, since they are the ones who ran my press release. Let's see here. What's new? What's going on? Let me go ahead and say hi to everybody in the chat. Hope y'all are doing good. We're doing well. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. Looks like Reality Kings has settled with the recording industry. Now, I wonder why they needed to settle. Let's see. Ooh. Let me just read the first paragraph of this news story. And this is by Rhett Pardon on xbiz.com. Reality Kings apparently has settled with the 26 recording company plaintiffs that sued the porn company over allegedly poaching music from some of the top recording artists and using it in 193 adult videos. That's interesting, you know, and I've actually noticed quite a few porn stars using music that I know damn well they didn't pay for the rights to use on their websites. So if you're an adult talent out there and you have a website, if I were you, I would go through every single one of your clips and make sure that if, you know, whatever content that might have some music in it is something that you're selling, you might want to take that music out or dub in something else that's royalty free. I mean, there's an abundance of websites out there that sell royalty free music that you can use in your video clips or your mini vignettes or your adult movies or whatever it is that you make. And this doesn't just go for adult talents. This goes for anybody. Make sure that you're not using copyrighted music in your material, because it looks like the recording or the music industry is looking to come after your ass at this point. So let's see what else is going on. Oh, here's something interesting. Well, actually, I think that 2011 will be a good year for adult parodies. I guess the past few years have been good years for adult parodies, but there's some interesting ones coming out. I know that X-Play just, you know, they're actually currently in production of their parody of Rocky. There was a press release sent out of it, or for it, but that's probably going to be a pretty good movie. I think it's called Rocky Triple X. I'm not sure. I have to look that up. But it also looks like Vivid has put up on YouTube the teaser for Superman Triple X. Yeah, that should. the teaser looks pretty good. I think it's very cute. But that's actually going to be a bit of a controversial movie, at least within the porn circuit, because the lead for that movie, you know, right now there's a lot of controversy when it comes to the crossover talents. And that lead in that movie is sure as hell a crossover talent, but it should be pretty good. Andy Sandemus is in it. It looks like she's playing Lois Lane, and she's a beautiful girl. She's absolutely gorgeous. So that'll be a movie that I watch. That's for sure. Let's see what else is going on. Well, here's something interesting for all you webcam girls out there like me. It looks like Jessie Jane has, whoever her webmasters are, they figured out how to make her video chat, her live video chat, available on the iPhone and on iPad. I need to optimize my website to do that, actually, because I do a tremendous amount of webcam shows through my site, monicaf.com. And I have had complaints that some people can't view my live cam on my iPad or on their iPad. So I'm going to optimize my website to do that, and I suggest all you other webcam girls out there do the same. When I figure out how to do so, I will post some instructions as to how to do so, because I like to share the knowledge. I think that's important. But let's see what else is going on in the chat. Let's see. All right, now Croshawn says that he personally loves adult parodies just because they have a higher production value. I agree. And, you know, a few companies out there have really raised the bar, you know, when it comes to adult parodies. I mean, the adult parody that really pretty much, well, it was very instrumental in making my porn career was when I played Claire in Not the Cosbys, XXX #1 and #2. I suggest all of you go out there and buy the movie, please. You know, when people download adult movies for free, that's so horrible. I actually had to go on a few file sharing sites recently and report that they needed to take all my links to free downloads of my movies down, because it really hurts the people who actually create the content. And a lot of time, money, energy, and effort goes into creating any kind of media, whether it be adult movies, regular movies, music, whatever. Don't download people's stuff, because you're just stealing, and that makes you an asshole. It really does. But no, XPlay really has raised the bar for creating adult parodies. But it looks like Vivid, you know, they have Axel Braun working with them, and he just recently put out This Ain't Avatar. Now, from what I've heard, though, they had to reissue the This Ain't Avatar DVD or Blu-ray, or maybe both, because when they compressed the 3D, the production quality really went down. So, but they have reissued it, so I guess that's good. Well, that's actually an interesting thing to talk about. What do you guys think about the 3D porn coming out? Do you think that's going to be just a fad, or is that something that you guys are really interested in purchasing and watching? Oh, someone says that they're bored, so they'll probably purchase it. Well, you know what, though? Okay, now someone in the chat room just said, I'm single because I'm a hoe. I personally don't take that as an insult. No, because I'm probably a hoe that you can't afford, whoever it is that made such a comment. But what exactly is a hoe? Let's really sit here and break this down. What is a hoe? I suppose a hoe is a prostitute who, now I understand, like, the reason that men love to say, oh, that girl's a hoe, oh, that girl, she's a whore, oh, that girl, she ain't nothing but a trick. Well, the guys who say that usually are the guys who cannot afford the girls that they're referring to. And that's why they're so angry. The men out there who do frequent prostitutes or escorts or hoes, whatever, you don't ever hear them, you don't ever see them running around saying, oh, frickin' hoe, whore, that girl's a hoe. No, they don't, because they're getting plenty of sex because they can afford it. It's just the broke guys that get mad about it because they feel like all sex should be for free. But you know what, babes? You know what, people? Nothing in life is ever for free. You might be thinking that you're dating, oh, I just date women. I don't pay for it. But you do. You do. You do in some way. Oh, yeah. And if you are a girl out there and you say, oh, I would never be a hoe. I would never be a prostitute. Most likely you already are. Just in a different way. You know, I know there's this one young man who I was dating for a while. Now I'm friends with him because, you know, our personalities, at least from my end, just do not click. But he's someone who, he got drunk one night and he was like, you know what, I feel like no matter who I date, I always pay. I pay. And it's like, yeah, well, you know, women pay too. We pay in different ways because, you know, we as women put up with a lot of crap from you guys out there. And a lot of you guys don't want to hear it, but it's true. It's true. And if you guys hear some whining in the background, that's my dog. That's my little dog. It's about her food time. I'm going to start doing a column for a website called ainews.com. Let me make sure I'm giving the right web address here. adultindustrynews.com. I don't know exactly what I'm going to write about yet, but it'll probably just be a weekly column in regards to different elements happening within the adult entertainment industry. So that's something kind of exciting going on with me. I'm a little tired actually because I had one hell of a weekend. I had an awesome weekend. How was y'all's weekend? I guess next broadcast, and this is something I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this broadcast, but I want to actually do like a live workout broadcast in regards to exercises I feel every woman should do regularly in order to keep up her stamina sexually. The reason I'm even thinking about, well, I'm going to do this broadcast, will be on Wednesday, same time, same place, but 2011 is going to be my year for a lot of adventure, specifically a lot of sexual adventure, because I've come to realize that my sex life is not nearly as adventurous as it should be, and I don't have enough sex for a pretty young woman like myself. So one thing that I have come to realize though is that I'm a little bit out of shape when it comes to my sex stamina, because I had a little bit of sex over the weekend, and my body is just a bit sore, you know, because I'm not exercising and stretching in the way that I used to. You know, as we get older, I mean, I'm almost 32. I'll be 32 in January, and I'm starting to realize that I need to start working out in order to keep what I got. Yeah. Now somebody in the chat room asked if whoever I was with, if they had a fat one. Yeah. So, you know, that's going to be the next broadcast. I'm going to go over some exercises for all the young women out there who watch, because I know y'all watch me, women. I've actually started to realize I have way more women watching me than I ever thought. So I'm going to make a little workout routine for women out there who want to be in their best sexual shape possible. So that's going to go ahead and conclude today's broadcast. I'm keeping this one short, but I'll stick around to answer some questions from the chat later on. And if you guys want to see more of me or archives of this show, you can visit the website that I made specifically for this show, www.monicaf.com. Or actually, no, that's my website. Go to www.monicaathome.com. And if you're interested in getting into the porn industry, you can always go to www.gettingintoporn.com, or you can just buy my book. So thank you, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you again on Wednesday.